Hello, people. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're striving. Hope you're chilling. I am doing all right. Thanks for asking. So yeah, just hope you're doing good. I hope that you're, again, messy hair, don't care. I don't care. I don't care. At least it's clean. Clean hair. All right. So, I just want to start off by saying thank you for being here, whoever it is that you are. On the other side of my screen, I can feel your energy as I'm speaking right now, but as I get onto the video, that energy kind of shifts into what you need to be hearing and what we need to be hearing as a collective. So I just want to say I'm glad you're here with me. I'm glad that you're able to move so freely, that you're able to be here. I don't really enjoy speaking about, oh, other people have this, other people have had this, other people don't have this, some people this and other people that. Cause I mean, I'm gonna be blunt. If you're here, you're gonna be here for a reason, and then you're gonna eventually find out. It's like, okay, perhaps, yes, I may be able to tell you exactly how it's gonna play out, how it's going to move, how in the world is it going to be for you, how you might feel, at what exact time, and when it's all supposed to happen. But if I tell you that, what's the fun in the journey? But at the same time, I really do feel I have that ability, and I feel almost like I can be vulnerable, but it's almost I don't allow myself to be, because I am putting a limit on myself and restricting what the things I have to say. Like, there is that. And so with any kind of like moving, growing business, there needs to be this like component of structure of I want to talk about something after this, but there has to be this component of structure. There has to be this component of a diligence that things are getting done. Things are being looked at the way they need to be looked at. And then when I do post and when I do give out to the world in all the ways that I do, it's not for the air, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually the people who need to see it are going to see it. And to like kind of be in this sense that I don't necessarily enjoy being here, I tell myself, oh, okay, let's take a step back, let's relocate. And sometimes relocating for me, like, everything is like that heavy, and so relocating for me is like genuinely taking the bus or taking the train somewhere and just being there, and it'll feel like I'm in a completely different universe, completely different reality, and that's all it takes. But for other things and other aspects, it's like this moving train of this duality, physical duality of rampage, anger, and nonsense. But with this like spiritual work that is being done within me, that I feel every awakening second, like it's like on and on and on, like in my dreams that I try to have, it's like I basically am living in the dream, right? So it's like, I'm always like looking for what is the best way to do it now, or what is the best way, since I know all of it and I know the ins and outs, what is the best way to go about this? What is the best way to kind of enforce this amplitude, or this feeling of coercing and coercing the coercing the balance. Okay, so the wind outside, it's very windy, it's very all over the place. Earlier I was outside and I was just getting pushed by the wind, and then I searched up why does the wind get so windy, and it's like these little like pressure points balancing out. When it's like really hot in the heat, what I imagined, it's like the air is like balancing the wind, right? Is being created because it's balancing out where there is this immense amount of heat, because the heat is like blasting, it's pushing, and so it's like going like that kind of. So it's not like overheating everything and everybody, but it's more of like the atmosphere just making its natural way around, and it's moving that wind in gusts, and it makes it bigger and bigger. And so yeah, when it starts to get like kind of slow, that's when like it starts to get cooler. But also, I mean, wind can happen anytime, so I just thought that was cool, especially like the scientific knowledge behind that, and like science, and just science. It's interesting. So yeah, this is where we are. We are currently balancing out all the pressure points that we have been in, and it feels like we are there. Because if it is like you feel everything and it's doing everything for you, moving your body, making you live, making you happy, making you sad, making you cry, making you do things, making you do everything, you're asking like, oh, like, is this right? Is this the right thing? Am I doing the right things at the right time? Like, is this really the way? You know, like, I don't see any physical change, but you feel that change inside of you, and you feel that change within your heart, and you feel that change. I feel like it has to do a lot with like human interactions, especially recently. These human interactions that are going to be coming into your life aren't regular human interactions that you've had before. And so be it that maybe you've thought you've had the most experience and most communication with somebody, and you're like there. I always think like if somebody gets there, I feel like sometimes I tend to lose like sight of what could be and what can be, but at the same time I'm not really looking at that, because I'm still trying to live in the present. And I was asking myself today, I was like, am I really allowed to live in the present? Am I really allowed to do that? And I was wondering, like, am I really just meant to live in the future for everybody's lives? Like, or can I live with, like, can I just live? It's basically like, can I just live in the present without, like, you know, all these things are always gonna come up as we're healing and we're moving forward, and I understand that, but it gets tiring, it gets obnoxious, it gets overwhelming, it gets you in a drought. You know, you may cry every single day, but then at the end of the week it's like the most tears you ever cried, and it's like, when is it gonna stop? When are my tears going to run dry? When is it that I am going to be sitting and not worrying about the next day, or not worrying about my next meal, or not worrying about how many like things that I need to be doing at the very exact moment that I think I should be doing something, when it's like this boredom, this, I don't even know. I never liked the word bored. I never thought I could be bored. Like, so much shit to do, like, how can you be bored? But it's like I force myself into this boredom and in this state of being bored, because then I'm asking myself, what can I do here? What is it that I need to pick up? And sometimes it's just being with that nonsense, with that like turbulation. Just let it wind you up a little bit so that you're not just stuck into these like loops out of everything else. Because if it's like every single waking day, every single waking hour, every single waking motherfucking second, like, holy shit, okay, well, what the fuck do I want, you know? And there's a lot of fucking options, and there's a lot of fucking things that I need to elaborate on, that I need to say my true wants and my true needs in order to feel like that. But it's like I've mastered this manifestation in my brain to then just say, I want what it is you want. I surrender. I give this to God. I give this to the universe, and I give this to the angels, because that's who I ask for help. I don't enjoy asking people for help, and maybe that's what we should be doing, but I don't feel like, okay, we need people in order to have that human connection, that human stride, but like as in like you can get money by yourself so easily. Like, you don't need anybody. I don't know. I think that's significant for somebody, because people really don't have anything to offer until they want something from you. And just be careful and be witty of that. I think that's the right word, but like witty. Be cautious of that, because as nice as you are, and as beautiful as your soul is, and as beautiful as your face is, and as beautiful as your heart is, people will take that for granted. They're not gonna care about that, and they're only gonna care about how they can take from you and how they can emulate this energy by themselves. And that's completely fine, but for you to be willing to give out that project, give out those steps, give out those instructions, it's like it has to be for the correct form, in the correct form, so the correct form comes, grabs it, and takes it how they should, and the puzzle pieces will click. Because it's like a water bottle, you know? I just thought of water bottle, I don't know. And like a puzzle piece. If everybody is supposed to bring one puzzle piece, and then you bring a water bottle, you have no kind of gist there. You were supposed to bring a puzzle piece, and you didn't bring a puzzle piece, so now you gotta go back, get the puzzle piece, and redirect your life again, like, or fix it, or see something about it that you're not seeing, and sit with that vessel, because it is a vessel. It's a catapult, cannibal, and it could be a cannonball, but like, what is, no, it's like it's a rocket. It's gonna shoot you to the sky. Once you figure out what is wrong, and you're able to be in that process of turning it over and just thinking about it, just the thinking process, thought process, and using it to form this kind of like serenade, and not much more than like a symphony. Because we get too attached, too darn stuck to things, and whatever it is, whether like it could be a job, you know, it could be like working, it could be like all these fucking vices that there are, and all of these things. You know what, I'd like to speak about this because it's like in my head. But so, because we're like balancing out, you know, I feel like the wind is just like, it has so much to do today. And because it really like, it's like if you stand outside with the wind, it almost feels like it's just washing everything away, and it's like it's just moving you, and it's like, you know. But anyways, so this person, like, I forgot where I was going with this. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. It has to do when people like say something contradictory because they do something even worse. Do you understand? So they're judging you for what you do. If somebody judges me for painting, you know, and it's like helping me, and then they go and they do something that's like, let me think of something. I don't know what a good example is to put. But like genuinely just like putting the person down for doing something, right? But then they go and do something worse. I don't know how to do that. Like, I guess somebody telling you not to steal, and then they're like robbing a bank or something, or they go and just genuinely like rob people. And it's like, well, what the fuck was the point of telling me not to do that? You know, if you do it yourself, there's literally no point in speaking to me. Like, anyways, there's like a point there. It's like 1 and 2, like a crossroad. All right, and you just cross. That's it, and you just keep walking, and the other person's gonna keep walking in their path. And so you see the path for just a moment, but you don't see how it ends. You don't see that their path is like, maybe again you guys will meet again for one intersection, or maybe you guys will walk in the same path together next to each other. But it's never known if you don't start living, if you don't start putting these actions into fruition. So it's more like, since everybody has their own kind of niche, their own hobby, their own love story, their own thing, their own life, their own like problem, their own issues, I'm asking, like, how is there a way to bring all of that together and harmonize, and it's like, it is a sort of way of tolerating, but it's tolerating for the better and the good for all, for you and me. But yeah, so like when I'm here and I'm speaking to you guys, I see energy, but I don't see faces. I can imagine faces and put a face, but that at the end of the day just brings up, it just stays locked in as a memory. And either way, I can see souls, energy, and your energy, your entity, your like enigma self, something like that. But like not in a harsh way, but more of like a softening, enriching, helpful way, you know? My nose is so itchy. Like right here, it's so itchy. Anyways. But yeah. I guess I'm gonna leave it there. You folks have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Peace and love to you, lovely people, and to your loved ones. And keep striving. There's this big mountain. There's this really big thing you're getting over right now. And because your physical world doesn't align with that, it's very difficult to... It's not difficult for you to trust or anything like that. It's very difficult for you to... It's not even difficult, bruh. It's not difficult for you. It's very, very easy to fall off your path right now. It feels like, but you're not gonna fall off. You know, there's nothing really difficult or nothing really that easy to do. It's just like everything is flowing. If there is a mediator and like a level to it, it's all over the place. It's up, all the way up, and all the way down. So it doesn't really come to equal this moment, you know, or come to even say that that's a part of this moment. But as we continue moving and as we continue feeling the wind, Don't forget how beautiful you are and how beautiful your fucking face is. Just go look in the mirror and go and look at how beautiful your face is. Like, go look at your eyes, your eyebrows, your nose, your teeth, your mouth, and your face. Go and look how beautiful. Go tell yourself what beauties you love about yourself. Go tell yourself how fucking healthy your hair is and how you're striving for better, you know, and you're not standing still. And for the past versions of you that did stand still, we don't neglect that version of ourselves. We thank them, because without them we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have grown into the strength or into the muscles, you know, that we got. You're strong. Don't forget that. Peace and love, my beautiful people. Until the next video.